guys, and welcome back to Project Z Garage. We are going to continue working on the steering knuckle on the Audi A4. But we need to get the wheel bearing out. So we came up with this sketchy contraption with our press to try to get it out. So we're just using a big socket with old, pretty thick washer. We don't want to press on the center to mess up the bearing, so we kind of have it off to the side so it catches the lip, and we're just going to slowly put a little pressure on it and see how tight it is on there. Hopefully we've had it soaking for, you know, over a day with some penetrating fluid, and hopefully it'll just fall out once we put a little bit of pressure on it. That's more pressure on it.
Hey! Stop it. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if that does anything. Okay.
What was that?
Something popped. It dropped down a little bit.
You want to take a look at it?
Yeah, you want to loosen it up?
I did.
Oh. Yeah, it dropped down.
You want to go keep going? Are you sure that it moved?
Yeah.
Or do you take it off and
You
check
see
it
the
again?
space?
It's up to you. You tell me if you see a space.
Yes, I see a space.
Okay, alright.
So let's move it to the other side.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah.
You want me to grab, punch, push it like that?
You know what, before you do that, just leave it right there. Where's the penetrating fluid? Because now it's got a gap around it.
You say so.
Hey, you see the gap?
Not really, but once you see it.
Yeah, there's a gap now.
Should I keep going?
Give it a second. Alright, let's see what happens. Came out.
Okay, did you mark it so you know which way you have to orient it in the new one?
Nope.
So then remember how it is there and see which hole lines up with which hole in the new one. So that little hole.
But you do realize this turns also, right?
You don't understand. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I know what you're saying. I think it'll be fine. Alright guys, so that thing just exploded out, and pretty much that's just holding on with, you know, salt and pretty much whatever crap from road grime just really held that bearing on, that wheel bearing on. But if you look here, it just slides on. It's not even that, it's still a tight fit, but it's not supposed to be like a press-on fit. So Al right now is working on cleaning the bolts that go on this, and we're gonna put a little blue Loctite on it and tighten it down. And we marked it, but I believe, you know, these screws are a little, like, one side is closer together than the other side, so it only goes in one way. So I think we should be good once we get this all bolted up, and we can start, you know, getting it back on the car. Alright guys, so now we're gonna tighten back the wheel hub onto the steering knuckle. We have our torque wrench set to 59 foot-pounds, and I believe these bolts are supposed to be 59 foot-pounds plus 90 degrees. So we're first gonna tighten all of them to 59 foot-pounds. We're gonna mark it, and then we'll do another 90 degrees.
supposed to beep?
It's supposed to click, I think.
Really?
It's still clicking. It's not clicking?
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You want to hold it like away so that I could press down so it doesn't damage, so it doesn't hurt?
Yeah, sure.
So I want you to hold it like this.
You want to put it off? Is there something there? No, that makes any difference. All right, so that's 59 foot-pounds. Now we're gonna mark it and then turn them at extra 90 degrees. So if you guys are doing this, remember you gotta replace these. These are stretch bolts. These are stretch bolts, and also the center bolt is also a stretch bolt. So once you remove them, you need to get new ones to replace them. And so these are 59 foot-pounds plus 90-degree turn. The center one that hooks to the axle is, I believe, 140 foot-pounds, and then plus 180. I'll put all the specs in the description below. So we're gonna mark these and then turn them another 90 degrees. Okay, guys, we torqued all the bolts for the hub, and now we're gonna throw this back on. We probably should have put a new wheel bearing on it, but it doesn't. It seems to be rotating smoothly. So let me pass this over to my brother here. Let's make sure we put this in right. So we're probably gonna slide the axle in first, or try to get one in and then jack it up. Let's see how we're gonna do this.
Can you pull that one away?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Lift that axle away from me. Thank you. There you go.
I have to rotate it a little bit to get it in.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, good.
Let's get this bolt out from the top here. This is a stretch bolt too.
Okay.
We got the new one.
Yeah, so we're gonna replace that with a new one. We gotta change the washer on it to go onto that one. Hopefully this fits in without a problem. Did they slide in?
Yeah, but we got to jack it up a little bit.
All right, well, we'll hold off on that right now. Let's get the jack under there and jack it up a little bit so we can get that top bolt in first, and then we'll tighten everything up once we get everything in properly. All right, so here we have our new bolt for the top pinch. This is a pinch bolt. So Al figured to put it in the other way so it's easier to change out if we ever have to do the top pieces, the control arms, the adjustable ones.
All right, there's a nylon thing in here, so we got to hold it and tighten it down. It gets tight right away, so
okay,
we're gonna need the wrenches for that. I think it's 16.
all right, let me get the other. Was it another 16?
Yeah.
Or is it bigger?
Give me a socket 16 and I'll be able to run it in.
Yeah, this is another 16. Oh, you want a socket 16?
Give me that. I could use that for this side. Well, actually,
Don't you have a ratcheting one?
Yeah. I gotta be able to slide it out when I'm done, so Yes. 16.
There's a ratcheting one.
That's alright. Where's our ratchet? Our thing? Where's the ratchet? I forget, I'll use this. Now there's gonna be, what foot pounds is this? I think it was like 33 or something like that.
Yeah. Let me double check that.
Okay.
And those are all the way down now?
Yeah. If you look at the top, you'll be able to see it's flush against it.
Alright. Well, we'll get the torque wrench and then
yeah. And we'll torque that down.
Well, let's just get everything where it needs to go. All the bolts in. We also gotta get the steering.
Yeah.
Arm in.
We'll tap this down. This is also a torque to yield bolt and nut. So we'll gotta put a new one in for that too.
Okay.
And we'll be ready to go.
Alright, so we're just gonna pretty much bolt everything back up, and we'll get back to you guys once we get everything where it needs to go. Alright guys, so we're gonna torque the top down, the pinch bolt. It's gonna be 30 pounds. Not very tight when you think about it.
Well,
but I guess it doesn't need much to hold that in
30
place.
inch pounds is 30 inch pounds, right?
Well, 30 foot pounds.
30 foot pounds, I'm sorry.
30
and
inch pounds.
Of course, now this is going to be hell to get out. Why is this giving me problems?
There you go. So we got a new one. Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty tight. That doesn't seem to be moving much. I'm giving it some force.
Cool.
All right.
All right, that's great. So now we've got the steering knuckle back in, but we still need to put the brakes and all that back together, and tighten up the rest of the bolts at the bottom. I'm going to try to put all the specs of everything I can find in the description so you guys can check it out, and we'll get back to you guys once we've got the car back together completely. But boy, that was some fun. And if you guys are interested on what my is it control arms? What is it called? The top arms here.
Control arms, upper control arms.
The upper control arms are stern. So this allows us to adjust the camber on it if you are dropped at all. So we have coilovers and we have about an inch drop on it. So we use that to get it back to pretty much dead straight on the camber. I think we have close to 0 camber on this. Although from factory, I think it's about -1 or something.
Yeah, I forgot what they were giving us.
But for some reason, the last time we got it, we went to a regular place to get the alignment done, and they just made it dead 0. Which, not for nothing, this thing rolls like nobody's business, with no resistance. But let's get this back together, and once we have everything tightened and the brakes and everything back on, we'll come back to you guys. All right, guys, we have completely wrapped up the steering knuckle replacement. Right now we tested it. That's shaking. Al, you want to try to shake it just to show how it looks? It is totally solid now. The thing is not budging. We put the calipers back on. The calipers were 55 pound-feet of torque or something around there.
Loctite.
And we put a little bit of Loctite, blue Loctite on it just for the hell of it. Everything looks good. In case you're wondering why the rotor looks so big, this is an S4 conversion on the front of the A4. We bought the caliper. The only difference is that the caliper bracket is a little higher up to fit a bigger rotor. So we have the bigger S4 rotors on the front. We're running ST coilovers and stern upper control arms to deal with the camber. Also, we have you know, steel brake lines, steel braided brake lines.
Both lower control arms were also replaced with stock replacements.
Correct. We did replace the lower control arms. We did everything. Pretty much everything on this steering has been replaced. So now looks really good. We tightened everything up. We are going to try to put as much of the specs and torque ratings for all these bolts. Also, which kind of sucks, is that a lot of these bolts are torque to yield. So if you take them out, you have to replace them. So I'm gonna try to put that in the comments too, so you know which ones need to get replaced if you are gonna do this job. What else, Al? Oh, you threw the old one in the corner.
Do you want to take a look at that?
No, you can leave it there. We do. Okay. There's the old one. As you can see, it's got its years on it. It's worn out pretty bad. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but you know, we were getting that clicking in the front suspension. So in case you guys have an A4 and are getting clicking and you can't figure it out, it might be the whole steering knuckle that might be the problem, because those top ones get worn out and then they start moving around no matter how tight you do that bolt on the top, that pinch bolt. But we're gonna leave the wheel off for now, because in the next couple of videos I want to take the front bumper off, you know, do some other stuff, new grill, readjust the intercooler pipes and all that stuff. So I think in the next one of the next coming videos, we're gonna show how to take the front bumper off and work on that. But this pretty much concludes the removal and the install of the steering knuckle on a B7 A4 with a 2.0 liter motor, turbo motor, and that's pretty much it. And I think we're tired. I think we're gonna call it a day right now. So guys, if you're new to the channel, you like the videos, give us a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, share it, all that good stuff. I hope everyone's safe. I know it's crazy over here in New York. A lot of people are working, you know, are stuck at home. So I'm hoping this provides a little bit of entertainment and also some knowledge on how to do this if you want to do this or take it someplace to be done. So until next time, guys, we'll catch you later.